exercise. The students in the leadership class will talk to you about a core piece of the work that they've been doing this year. And it's been organized around the Susan F. Berkowitz Award. Beginning, I'd like to be sure to acknowledge Steve, glad you're here, and Phil, thank you for being here. Two people who have been instrumental over these many years. This is the 8th year we've been offering an award. And what the purpose of this is to bring our own awareness as a school community to what important work is going on in the city of Chicago that is dedicated by men and women to help young people in a wide variety of ways here in the city of Chicago. People who are working in storefront operations, schools, churches, neighborhood groups, and to bring us closer to their good work and to become more aware of what possibilities exist in the city to do important work for young people. And we're very, very fortunate that we've had this opportunity. I want to thank you and the committee and all those who've been involved over these many years, and that we've now been able to find a way to bring students into the process of doing the research, identifying the candidates, and going through this process, to me is a wonderful educational experience that Parker should be doing. So I'm very glad that that's happening. At this point, I'd like to ask Ari Berkowitz and Gus Graves to come forward and to continue the morning exercise.
Susan Feldman was born in a suburb of Boston in 1953. The middle child of 3, Susan became a strong individual at a very young age and decided at 12 that she would be a psychologist. In pursuit of her dream, she attended both Bennington and Barnard College, received her PhD from the Illinois Institute of Technology, and became a practicing psychologist at only 25. Susan's main focus is children. In both her private practice as well as in her work with the Latin School of Chicago and the Lincoln Park Co-op, she showed an empathy and compassion in her relationship with children that was inspiring. Her role in the youth community increased as she became a member of the board for the Francis W. Parker School and lectured at others, including the Lab School of Chicago. In 1994, Susan was diagnosed with cancer. With remarkable strength and courage, she battled the disease for 5 years, while continuing to show staggering care and devotion to children. In 2000, the Susan F. Berkowitz Award for Outstanding Service to Children began in memory of the amazing woman, and to help others who, like her,
believed in children and wished them to succeed. This year, she will give the 8th award, an award given to those who believe in a better tomorrow for the youth of today. In memory of such an outstanding woman, we continue to maintain that, quote, this award recognizes other individuals whose work builds hope, optimism, and children, strengthening the bond between family, school, and community. The recipient of the Berkowitz Award is decided upon by a group of individuals who have worked all year in narrowing down the candidates applying for this award. Miss Elliott's Leadership and Community class make up the student section of the committee. These 9 scholars include Justine Collada, Tali Hanukkah, Amanda Dominguez, Sarah Pritchard, Ali Friedel, Elliot Traberg, Grace Anderson, Ari Berkowitz, and I. We've had the tremendous honor and responsibility of choosing which candidate will receive the award, and I've done so with the help of Miss Elliott, Mr. Jones, Mr. Friedman, and Mr. Berkowitz. I would like to welcome Justine and Tali to the stage to talk to you about what we have done so far this year.
As part of the Leadership and Community class, we were fortunate enough to help take part in the Berkowitz Award process. This year, we received many great proposals and narrowed it down to 4 candidates. Doris Cabrera of Central Romero, Dr. Deborah Unrani of the UIC Early Outreach Program, Ralph Campagna of the Off the Street Club, and Sarah Ward of the South Chicago Art Center. We then visited each place to see firsthand what each organization does. They were all amazing. We were able to see how each organization provided a different service for the children of that neighborhood. Doris Cabrera of Centro Romero provides kids with an after-school tutoring program that stays open until 9 at night. This organization also provides a summer program that includes soccer and art activities. Dr. Deborah Rani and the UIC Early Outreach Program offer kids the chance to excel academically through Saturday morning math and science classes. This organization also keeps parents involved in order to encourage the growth of the children. Ralph Campagna and Off the Street Club presented a safe place where kids could participate in different projects and activities, such as boxcar racing and roller skating, to name a few. They stay open late on weeknights in order to provide the kids with a safe place to go that separates them from the drugs and violence of their community. Lastly, Sarah Ward in the South Chicago Art Center introduced art therapy to kids who would not get it anywhere else in their neighborhood. She works hard to create opportunities for the kids in her neighborhood to grow and learn. All of these organizations were phenomenal. The best part about these site visits was the chance to interact with the kids who were affected by these organizations. It showed us how meaningful the award will be. The Leadership and Community class is grateful to have participated in the Berkowitz Award process.
Throughout the year, we have read about, witnessed, and discussed poverty, segregation, and other themes of social injustice endured by the people of Chicago and the larger society. The more we learn, the more daunting the task to ameliorate social violence and economic inequality seems. I speak for us all when I say that at times we are disheartened. I often ask myself how I could, one individual, make any real difference with countless battles to fight. But our site visits to various organizations gave us hope. Hope that there were individuals in Chicago who cared about the plight of young, disadvantaged people. Hope that justice was not merely an abstraction, but a tangible reality. The organizations varied in location, environment, and methods of providing aid to the youth of Chicago. Each gave us a different perspective of Chicago and the work of diverse individuals. However, they were connected by a common goal, the goal of establishing a positive environment for children to prosper and to find themselves. Each site visit evoked our deepest emotions. At Centro Romero, we were awed by the work ethic and the intellectual diligence that the center provided. We were stimulated by the unconditional educational support that the UIC Early Outreach Program gave. At the Off the Streets Club, we became aware of how important a hug can be in times of trouble. And at the Southside Art Center, we saw the impact that a bright-colored building in an impoverished neighborhood can have on a child. We became psychologically and emotionally involved in each of the organizations we visited and the people we met. Perhaps most importantly, we were able to cross cultural and social boundaries to acknowledge the life work and achievements of the city's pioneers of justice. After each site visit, we found ourselves pondering if only we could give these individuals half of what they have given their communities. We humbly recognize each of their accomplishments and the impact that they have had on the lives of the forgotten, deprived youth of Chicago. For without their work, the daunting problems our city faces would further accumulate, and social justice for children would ultimately become an elusive abstraction.